coming week. But now we have the number 1 seed Adelito versus the number 5 seed Watchma. This is going to be exciting. Adelito was the runner-up in the year-end tournament, but has not won against Watchma.
Watchman hasn't taken a title yet, I don't believe, but he's always every time he enters, he's near the top.
Oh, he
So,
has.
oh, he has taken a
Mm-hmm.
monthly. Okay, my bad. I should
Yeah.
go to DrMC at Good Game GG, whatever that site is, and get my stats before I talk out of my
Yeah,
posterior.
somebody put that link in the chat. Yeah, Watchma was the September 22 champion. So he's won recently. And so, but I think Adelito's going to be really hungry for it against Watchma. So we'll see. We've got do we have any readies from our players? We do not yet. One fun fact about Adelito, if you haven't watched our channel before, he's from Turkey, so it's rather late/early for him. And whoever wins the second semifinals, hoping to use that to their advantage. Very exciting.
And unfortunately, they aren't celebrating MLK Day tomorrow, so that's a work day for Adelito. So we appreciate him staying up late to play. And these later rounds, it's best 3 of 5. It's the higher level block 10 through 13. So you're gonna win with talent. There's no way somebody can claim that RNG cost them or whatever. You've really got to stick it out through your 5 matches and get those 3 crowns.
Yeah, exactly. These levels are tightly packed, and these players are going to be relying on low drop clears, fancy stuff, making sure that that garbage that lies down on top is going to drop down underneath for various levels. We're going to see some top-notch play here, and we're going to see marathon play.
Yes.
It takes these matches could go to 5 games, and that is a lot of games.
Possibly nearly an hour of Dr. Mario, and I'm a human being, so I can't concentrate on something like this for a full hour. These two, I mean, Watch was a vampire, and Adelito's a champ, so maybe they can overcome their humanity here to win this match. But let's get this started in 3, 2, 1. Pills. Away we go. Medium speed for Watchma, high speed for Adelito.
Yeah, and there's a discussion going on in our Discord right now about which is the better meta. And really, you can have champions that play on both speeds. It's just your preference. And both of these players off to a great start. You see Watchma building up different combos. He has a use for just about everything. And so he's using these bit by bit. Whereas Adelito has to deal with trying to get this red horizontal in the center. There it goes with a beautiful fat log. Does clear some blues on top of what he might have needed, but a really nice clear.
So that open gap in the bottom right corner of Adelito's board might be a little bit problematic. He's tucking some pieces down into there that'll slow him down just slightly. But both boards are nice and clean and combo ready.
Mm-hmm. Now, Watchma's board is very red heavy, and there's going to be that big cluster of reds and yellows down in the right-hand corner for him to contend with. But look at that, a beautiful cross, clears out a lot of garbage.
The double yellow is perfectly timed. It's like
Mm-hmm.
he knew the RNG, was anticipating it, and got it right in the first opportunity. That's extremely lucky.
Yeah, really good stuff. And so it's 8-11. Well, 8-9 now, a small advantage Watchma that could turn at any second. Now, Adelito's column 6 is the only kind of issue that we see going on right now because of that yellow in the top, but Lovely drops it down so that it doesn't cause a problem. Now he's just going to be cleaning out that bottom corner. Watchma just needs a couple more reds.
Watchman needs a red burst badly. And we've all played this board. Oh my goodness. The blue and gold.
Oh.
And it's getting dancy up top. This is medium, so the likelihood of a mistake is a little less.
And Watchma out of 157 and sorry, Adelito out of 157, Watchma out of 159. So really no difference between these players. These high levels, we're really not going to call it unless there's some sort of giant lead. And even then, these, again, they're a marathon. I love Watchma's even top line. I really love to see that. I'm a sucker for anytime things look basically straight across. It means that those drop clears are going to be low drop clears.
this I coined a term strip mining. I'm sure there's a better term for it, but the basic strategy of creating a horizontal and putting your pills on top of that platform, eliminating the horizontal so that the pills all drop at one time, getting rid of several clears at once. That's that advanced play that really increases your speeds in these levels, and you see that Adelito has taken the lead with that strip mining technique.
Yeah, and he gets that offset fat log, the lightning log on the right-hand side of the board. Now, it did leave that garbage in the with the blue there easily cleaned up. And notice he's going for a pretty strictly horizontal technique with those yellows and a couple of other viruses there. So we'll see how he goes. But this is a very straightforward end game. And he has opened up a 10 virus lead over Watchma, though I don't know if he wanted to drop that yellow blue in column 7 like that, Bidwell.
Oh, and then also Adelito in 2, it looked like he was waiting for that red yellow and instead went for this. So slow him down slightly. The lead is decreased to 7 for Adelito. There's your big
Hmm.
move.
Yeah, but he opened that up pretty well. He had all those options for the red blues coming down. That was
Yep.
awesome. Didn't quite see how that garbage might fall, so that's why
Why they're champs. Well, you're playing soon. I'm
I
not
know.
gonna.
I was just like, that's why they're there and I'm here, but
Wait.
I am
You're
playing.
you're next.
I am. Whoops.
The one
Yes.
yellow pill will finish this out.
Yeah, that was not a great level for Watchma. That was a 417. And he only is at a 7 virus deficit. And as you notice, there's not a ton of pill halves on Adelito's board. That means that he hasn't been getting ready for a giant combo. But as I say that, beautiful all yellow drop
Wow.
into a cross. Really
And
nicely done there.
no residual garbage after that too. I mean, when I
Right?
when I play around with that stuff, there's always like one or two off to the side. But no, it's perfection.
Yeah, but Watchma keeping it close, less than a 10 virus gap, but Watchma is dealing with so much red and blue right now. That's going to be really tough. This
Well,
red blue, just
if
what
he
he
gets the
needs.
pills, the double viruses should clear quickly. But that's a big if.
So Watchma is relying on clearing with colors that he doesn't have exposed. Those viruses aren't exposed. Now he just needs so much blue. Adelito taking a lot of drop time. He's going to have to on the left and right hand side. Column 1 going to be a little bit tricky because of that yellow blue that's lodged there. I think he's going to have to take care of that pretty late in the game.
Yeah, I'd probably just clear everything else out and build up from underneath at the end game.
Speaking of building from underneath, check out that from Adelito.
Making it close again. If he can get that blue burst, not only to clear the viruses, but those two blue staircasing pill halves.
Hmm. You see, Adelito wanted to send that double blue onto column 2. And this is going to cause some trouble for his horizontal red setup. It's just going to take a little bit longer. He had to clear out that garbage, but here it comes. He's going to have the double horizontal there. Boom, boom. Meanwhile, Watchma making a great combo with a little bit of garbage.
Ooh,
He turned that into an awesome move. And now he's just got 5 left. So this is very even. And
yeah.
Watchma's board is a lot more open.
And Adelie is going for the de-sandwich, and while this is, the way to take out 3 viruses at the same time, this technique to clear that out and keep that too wide gap to be able to fill that in has allowed Watchman to take the lead. He's out of the 631, and Adelie's out of 638. So sometimes you get too fancy with those techniques, it can cost you. Sometimes
Yeah,
straightforward is the way to go.
yeah, but I'm going to blame it all on that misdrop earlier. I think he would have been out a lot earlier had that not happened. But wow, Watchma setting up again that flat board that I love to talk about. It's just looking really, really good. And I really like that red tuck in column 7 and 8. We haven't seen a lot of drop time from Watchma so far. Adelito gonna have to deal with this red in the most efficient way he can. And you notice he's throwing away those yellow blues because he doesn't really have anywhere to put them.
Yeah. We are close. Well, it's increased to about a 12 virus lead now. Although Watchman is digging down the middle And for speed and efficiency, you don't want to have gaps in your board. You kind of want to try to dig evenly. Now, obviously, you work with the pills that Doctor gives you, and we'll see how this ends up. And Adelito is coming back just slightly now. The lead is down to 7 for Watchma.
Right. And you see Watchma taking that down, but it just widens. Lowering that column 2 is just going to mean a little more drop time for him. He still has that 6 virus lead. And notice column 2 is acting like a platform. And he actually could have used that yellow-red to drop everything down on top. Chose not to. The yellow-blue, a good move. Adelito has a monster combo coming up. Nice job. Leaves the bottom open for some good horizontal possibilities.
So many reds needed for Watchma right now.
I think he's got this. I think they're coming at just the right time.
Yep.
I'd love. Yeah, this is going to be great.
Nice.
Needs
The
one more
double red.
yellow.
Look at the lack of garbage on Watchma's
And
board.
he's out at an 838. Nice job. Meanwhile, Watchma 12 viruses behind rips off a really nice combo, but it just wasn't enough.
Whew. Super efficient for Watchma there. At the very end.
I love it when these games distract me so much that I'm like, oh, they're on 13. Woo.
Yeah, it's already over.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, as our players get better, our matches get shorter. I mean, that's a nice thing about our game. We got the first crown. Natalie is going to get it a 920. Looking for, we got our GGs everywhere. Now we're going to wait for our readies. Adelito ready.
And if you want to check out all of these players' stats, you can go to our website, which I'll just plug for a second. Bidwell had the link kind of wonky. It was monthly.drmc.gg as we have readies from both players. You can see all of our hot times for this level block.
Our MVP Larva with the link. Appreciate that. And if you haven't given us a follow yet, give us a follow. We are at 994, and if we get to 1,000, we will have a giveaway for one of our shirts. So jump in there, give us that follow. Doesn't cost anything, just a click. We'd love to have you on board.
So we have this opener here, and I think I saw Adelito for a second thinking about whether to take that lone yellow on top horizontally. He decided not to, and it was a good move. I mean, these yellows on the top begging to be taken out horizontally, but the yellow may not come for him. So now he's making good garbage plays.
And this is what happens when you get a little too clever. The garbage starts to pile up in multiple columns for Adelito. And yes, he's got a plan for them, but it can slow you down. But he is, they are maintaining about neck and neck here, 32-30.
Yeah, that column 2, it's not for Adelito. It's not what I'm used to seeing from him, because it doesn't look like there's a clear plan for that.
Swim from Adelito. Wow.
Yeah, he's one of the few players that can do those awesome maneuvers on high speed. Very, very impressive. Check out Watchma, about 5 viruses ahead, and dropping down on column 3 to make that combo very nice. You can see him setting up things in advance as well. But this board has enabled him to be much more straightforward, which is always a comfort in these levels.
Yeah, and Adelito's got 3 piles of garbage on top of that yellow virus in column 3. So what's the play here? Do you just go horizontally with the yellow virus? Do you try to take out the trash? Because even if you take out the virus, then you're going to have a good second and a half of drop time. There's no real great answer for it. The double red could have helped, but he's going to work on that column 1 virus instead with it.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to put that virus in column, or that pill in column 6, the blue-yellow. I think, with these players, sometimes you see, we don't know whether there's a misdrop or not, but the body language tells us this. Now, Watchma, out of his level 11, starting on, or at a level 10, on to level 11, but this is not a great starting board.
So he's going to Adelito's going to do the drop to the column 1 virus, and he's going to be out at a 221. This is not Adelito-esque, but we've got 3 levels to go to get back into shape here.
Mhm. Watchma taking down those blues horizontally. Notice he's got all these double possibilities, but they're mostly horizontal, which is always difficult to do up top. And you see he's under tucking instead, so that's going to be a nice cascading combo down on columns 1 and 2.
Nicely done. Six virus difference, so it's not the end of the world. Proper RNG burst. Watch is waiting for that double blue to get a nice T, but you just know the RNG of this game. You can sit there and wait for a long time sometimes and not get the piece that you want to get that perfect move.
Oh, but as you say that, sweet tea for
There it is.
Watchma.
Boom.
And the pills that he was using as he was being patient, the red blues, were set up perfectly so that that was the next combo that could fall. But now Adelito taking the lead here
Yeah.
needs a bunch of red still. That's sort of been the story for him this game. But notice if he drops down on column 5, if he undertucks a red, he's going to have that blue out of the way. And it looks like he's setting up for some horizontals with the other reds. So let's see how this goes.
Get that drill down move that drops 4 to finish the combo, so that wastes 1 second, which isn't the end of the world, and sometimes that's the best way to advance. You know, sometimes people focus a little too much on drop time and avoiding it. So he's going for a fancy ending here. Looking for the double
Hmm.
red. Ugh. Can't
Yeah,
rely
but
on it.
yeah, that was a good move there, abandoning that as Watchman into level 12.
Oh, he could have. Okay, there it was. Okay, I didn't see that combo. I was just waiting for the red yellow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's always got his options, but that would have the red yellow obviously would have been much faster.
Look at this
Watchman
cross.
going to town on this level 12. Notice he'd been waiting for those reds horizontally and some nice quick combos here. Watchma isn't afraid to tuck under, right? Even if it might take a couple more frames, he will do that to avoid drop time.
And this is nearly a perfect board here for Watchmen. Everything is clean. It's even across the top. We have diversity. Maybe blue, but I think this red L would take that out if you can get the double red. Or you create your own. We'll see. He's going to create his own.
Yeah, meanwhile, Watchman's board or Adelito's board, I keep getting my names mixed up. Not
Watch
the best.
Alito.
Watch Alito. Still not the best situation here. There was so much red there, but notice he's going to take some out horizontally down here towards the bottom. Got a yellow horizontal setup as well, but things just keep alternating in terms of what he needs and what's showing up. I think I would just go for a blue yellow if it comes to eliminate those in column or row 3. I think I would just go for it and then see what falls, but we're not getting any red.
No. But this is getting tight again. What? Adelito needs yellow or 2 red yellows to get a super fat log. You know, it's super wildcard weekend in the NFL. We need the super fat log to go along with it.
Watchman choosing not to go
Oh, this
underneath with
is
that
fun.
red. He just has 2 red viruses left. There it goes. Takes a little bit of that drop time.
There's your super fat log into it.
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful. And with 1 blue
Wow.
piece, 612 and 623. Okay, there we go.
Wow. Watchman really wanting this double blue right now to take those blues out horizontally. But actually now he might have the opportunity. Oh yeah, he's it. What up? And Adelito skimming some off the top, just 8 viruses behind. Anything can happen on level 13.
I like both of these nice thick clusters of viruses. The game gets a little easier at the higher levels before 14. Like 13, 14, the board is full. There's a place for every pill. There's not a lot of open space. It's a speedrunner's dream. These are the fun boards.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you just got to watch out for what happens down below, though. You just got to make sure that what you've done up top when you're having a lot of fun doesn't mess up the
Yeah,
bottom rows.
Into this
Beautiful cross from
super,
Washma.
yeah.
I was really worried about all of the stuff
Oh,
on
what
this
happened?
board.
What happened to Adelito?
Oh, did he top out? Oh my
He
gosh.
top out a reset.
Oh, wow.
Throws the game
Oh,
with a
did
combo.
he? Oh my gosh, that is possible. It is possible to break the game there with how many sprites are being cleared off the board.
Wow, that is,
Oh, that's tough.
man. I
And
mean,
that's
he's
sort of being
still,
punished for being too good,
yeah, he's
honestly.
still in it. It's not lapped. It's on the same level. He's down about 20 viruses. Keep playing though. Wow.
Oh, fun fact, first person to do this in bracket play. Anybody know this in chat?
Is that Betty? Be my
Come on, you
guess.
gotta let chat answer
Oh, I thought. I was
it.
playing along. I didn't. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Watchma down to 10. Pretty pretty straightforward.
But
He's
look,
gonna have to use this garbage in column 4.
this is a super run by Adelito though to keep this close. It's down to
Yeah,
10
this is
difference.
amazing.
This was a 20 virus difference when he did the restart. If he
Just
all
needs a
right,
couple yellows for Watchma though. And
will he
Watchma
get
out
him?
at an 845. Oh,
Wow.
that is so tough.
Another broadcaster tip: look at the stream view instead of the DrMC page view. It's and I wouldn't be behind on commentary.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah,
would be good. Yeah, that'd be good.
professional here.
Oh no.
Well, this is why we have a best 3 of 5. If anybody can pull this off, I have all the faith in the world that Adelito can do this.
Yeah, I mean, reverse sweeps have happened in both the semis and the finals, and those are so exciting. They do add to that marathon facet of this game, though. If you have a reverse sweep, if you go to 5 games, that is going to tire that person out for the finals, and that's always difficult.
Take a drink, stretch, shake out the cobwebs, get that 1 a.m. crust out of your eyes, whatever you got to do, reset, get to work. Got 2 readies, and here we go in 3, 2, 1. Pills.
Adelito playing on chill. I would feel anything but chill if I was Adelito right now as he takes a nice horizontal off the board.
I see chill in his face. I don't see panic. So good poker face, or if that's his true emotion right now, either way, like I said, I have faith in the man.
Nice opening start for Watchman. His timer is about 5 seconds behind Adelito's. So what we see by virus count on the screen, not necessarily the whole story. We will have to wait until the very end. And blue is not what Watchman needs right now.
I do kind of like those moments though at the end of a match when there is that countdown to catch up for the other player. So that might give us a little bonus drama here at the end. But we got a long way to go
Yeah,
before we get to that point.
I think I'm guilty of that quite a bit. Adelito down to 16. This is going to be a great horizontal there in column or sorry, row
Oh,
4.
he had the double blue and didn't take out the column
Yeah,
one.
I
That's
was
one of my pet
surprised at
peeves
that.
because that's the
Yeah.
perfect piece to take those out. Let's see what he does here. Now he does it.
Okay. Yeah, I was very surprised as well because those don't come around every day.
And that's one of the disadvantages of being so fast is that you can't get the optimum play for your next piece. He's going to play the little fancy combo to get out of 136. Watchman's going to be behind here. He's at 137 and still has 10 viruses to go. And I'll kind of a mess on his board.
Yeah, it's been messy since the sort of beginning, middle of this board. Yeah, we who play on high, I mean, we're dassing, and then there's a little delay in the next box, and sometimes you've just already made the decision the die is cast, and you know, you'd have to make a really swift micro decision to change that up.
Yeah, and uh, well, I can't speak. I can't think at the moment. But we do have Adelito jumping way ahead, down to 31 viruses
Mm,
already in his level 11, and Watchman
the
is still.
monster combo.
Yeah, he's gonna combo this out if he can get those
Mm.
friggin' yellow pills. My goodness, the red blue burst.
Oh,
We've all been there, and he's gonna sacrifice his combo. Gets out of 235. Yeesh.
really
What?
nice combo from Adelito there. Had a horizontal and a vertical going on. Sort of a sweet tea. It's like an offset sweet tea, but now he's dealing with the fact that he needs a lot of blue, not getting it. Excellent. Saved himself from a
Ooh,
misdrop in
beautiful.
column
But
6.
another combo that could have crashed the game for
Ooh,
Adelito. You got the lead. You kind of have to turn it back just a little bit. I don't know the
yeah.
exact numbers. Dim DM Hero and Dim would have done research on this, and it's in the like the 10 to 12 region, and certain columns that cause that game to crash like that. So
Mhm. I don't think it's a necessarily a set number of cascading drops in a row. I think it's just the number of little circly things.
it's a score issue because the NES can't handle math apparently. It doesn't. It's not a math teacher like Savage here, so you know.
Sometimes I can't handle math either. Um, Watchma really bringing it back here, except for the fact that this
Wow.
in row 1, column 4, it's kind of a little bit of a mess, but now that's yellow is open, free, and clear. Adelito's starting level 12, but Watchma very close behind.
Tale of two levels.
Mhm.
So we are pretty much neck and neck, although there was the 5 second difference. I
Yeah,
guess
and
they are pretty much tied, aren't they?
Adelito not getting anything, anything that he needs.
It's a like a blue plastic film across the top that you have to peel
Ugh.
off before you can enjoy your ice cream.
Oh, terrible, terrible image. So sad.
Yeah.
And, that being said, I mean, the small amount of garbage that's there after that, I mean, and now not getting what he needs again, the
Yeah.
opposite.
I mean, some people
Just
enjoy that ASMR of peeling things off slowly, but not in this case. That was just brutal.
oof. And it's just still happening. And Watchma is getting ahead just by virtue of the fact that things are falling better for him, even though his board isn't that much better. I mean, look at all this red here.
Ugh. And another seal that needs to be broken.
Yeah, but he's actually got all the combos set up and they're just like really nice, plain. What?
Yeah.
Adelito's taking just a ton of stuff off that board. Still a lot of garbage left.
He is setting up the bomb combo with that. That was thick. All that yellow on the right side.
Thick with two C's.
Two C's thick. That's right. I'm cool. I'm 46. I can say no, no, no. But look at this. Watchma, the bit of a red mess around. Every
Mhm.
red half pill is precious in these situations. You got to use them all to their best
Oh, and
ability.
look at
Look
this
at
nice
that.
combo.
Just like
Horizontal into
that.
a double vertical. Now, he's probably not going to go for it doesn't go for the D sandwich there with that yellow because it's always difficult in that situation. A lot of stuff too close together. All right. Adelito's
Yeah.
got a great combo set up. You just
Yeah.
watch once he gets this red going.
Let's, there it is.
Come
That could
on.
clear out all the viruses.
Ooh, not the red that I thought he was going for, but still.
The
Yeah,
yellow
Watchma
blue is
into
all we need.
13.
We got a close one. We thought
All
this was
right.
over after level 10.
Yeah, so about a 10 virus lead for Watchma. And of course, both players still in that stage where nothing's really been opened up too wide. Watchman's gonna need some reds. Adelito's gonna need some reds.
That was a killer clear by
Ooh,
Watchman.
nice T, sideways T from Adelito. Got the perfect pill for that. It's still a 7 virus deficit.
One thing I was expecting today was not a sweep. So this is what is unfolding here is a shocker to me. But certainly not
It's
over. But this
it's
is a
been a
clean
tournament of
board.
mostly sweeps, and that's been surprising.
Well, certainly in the early rounds, the seeds are seeds for a reason. Our better players do perform better in the qualification process. But in this semifinal, I was not expecting 3-0 either way from either player, and the way Watchman has been playing this. But he does
Beautiful
have,
drop T from Adelito, though.
yep, and this is a yellow deficit here. There's only 3 buried yellow viruses, so if he's yellow bursted right now,
Ooh.
that
Oh,
could be a problem.
beautiful double blue for Watchma.
Yeah,
And
he's
just
getting.
getting the blue yellow over and over again. This is exactly what he wants.
He's using
Everything
his
free and clear.
he's using his brain to just give him the pieces that he needs. Except now, there's one blue and
Just
one
needs
more.
one more. And there
There it
he
is.
goes, taking it with an 827. So Adelito is unfortunately out. Watchma will be moving on to the finals to face the winner of our next match, but incredibly hard fought by both players. GG's to both.
If only I should watch these with more cursory to detail, and then maybe I could emulate this instead of sucking every month. That'd be a good plot. Everybody here should try that.
Well, we look forward to that. I wouldn't exactly say you suck, but whatever you want to work with, that's fine. Adelito finishes at a 914. So we're gonna have our next match in a couple of minutes. I am gonna fire up my stream and my practice, and I'll see Packy on the other side. So I'll talk to you soon, Bidwell.
Alrighty, good luck. Welcome back to the Dr. Mario Championship. This is our second semifinal of the January monthly gold speedrun tournament bracket extraordinaire. On our left for the second semifinal match, everybody's favorite commentator, everybody's favorite DrMC den mother, whatever we're gonna call her. She's a favorite all around. It's Savage Octagon, and on our right, the third seed, several monthly time champion Packy 619 with the haircut, looking fancy there in the N64 T-shirt. Looking forward to this match. John, got any history on these two or anything you want to add?
Yeah, so this is the sixth meeting between Savage and Packy. Packy is currently leading the series 3-2, but the past two meetings they've had, Savage has taken. They last met back in our finals in round 2, and Savage Octagon won that match, and she also faced him, I believe it was in October, and won as well. So it's going to be an exciting match here. Savage trying to take the series to a tie at 3 and go on to face Watchma in the finals.
So both players on chill, both players on high speed. Once we get some readies in the chats, we will get this going. Got a ready from Pack. Got ready from Savage. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Pills! And I should mention, I'm in the booth with John Datflindo.
Hi.
Welcome aboard, John. It's a pleasure. I don't have that professionalism that JB has. I just kind of wing it, and here we go. So to start, not my favorite board on either side, but little too much gappage for both players.
I gotta agree with you there, Chris. And I'm really not liking Savage's board at the moment. All her yellows are buried under these blues and reds, and right now Mario just thinks that Savage keeps needing yellow halves, and it's really forcing her to lose a little bit of time to Packy here.
I don't think Mario thinks. He is an automaton, and he is a mindless killer. He just kills Dr. Mario games without any regard for people's feelings or decency. So we've established that already. But
I,
23-23,
I can get down with that sentiment.
yeah.
But Packy's got a bit of a well here in his columns 2 through 4 here. And you'll notice that pretty much the entire left side of his board is blue. Now
Yeah.
you'll see that red that he dropped there. It might look like a misdrop at first, but what he was doing was setting up to drop that yellow down to clear the one in round 1 or row 1, not round 1. So great foresight by Packy. As we look over on Savage's side, and she does have a little bit of a lead here. It's only a 4, now 3 virus lead against Packy, but she does have some really nice horizontal setups for these yellows. If she
Packy,
gets the right pill, she could do a row clear.
I was about to say Packy needed a blue burst, and he's getting it just as I was speaking that sentence. But Savage is probably going to be out here beforehand. Needs a couple clever clears. What will she do with this double yellow? Oh, the double yellow burst, but the drop time's going to kill about 2 seconds. She's going to be out at a 2:01. Pack's got some work to do here, though. He's got that crazy clear, but still needs a couple more blues. He's going to be out at a 2:20 almost, 2:17.
Yeah, so about a 14 second difference between our players here. As Savage Octagon, the start of her board did not have much diversity on her top line. She is working it out to where she's trying to get some more yellow access, but you'll notice she's just got a heck of a lot of blue right now that she's got to deal with and not really getting the pills to work with it.
Yeah, every half blue pill is crucial, but there is nowhere to put the blue yellow or the blue red. There's not a good home for those. So you notice she got that blue yellow, but she had to tuck it underneath. And that's going to slow her down tremendously. Although she still has about a 10 virus lead. This pack is getting down nice and smooth, keeping it even across the top. A gap in column 7 that shouldn't be a killer. He'll just wait for a double red to take care of that double virus on column 8.
Yeah, and he's setting up for a horizontal yellow clear. It's going to turn into a cross clear once he gets the pill, and there it is. Really nice play by Packy. Wow.
Not a lick of garbage left either. You saw that in the last game with some of those combos. Ooh, and I think Pack wanted to tuck that and he missed it. That's the danger of high speed, is those missing the tuck play.
Yeah, and Savage looking like she's setting up for a horizontal combo of her own. She's just got to get the red pills for it. We'll see. Oh,
There.
she's gonna horizontal the yellow instead. Interesting. I like
So
the play though. It's a good idea.
needs red pills kind of all over the place. He's probably going to set up a T on the left-hand side. Or just take it flat. Sometimes you get that fancy idea in your head and then you abandon it when you realize that you get a double red, because those are gifts. Not gifts, gifts with a T.
Yeah, with
GIF.
that double red, yeah, I'm Team GIF, just saying. but with that double red, that was absolutely the right call by Savage. As Packy looking like he's struggling a little bit here in his in game. He's got some really nice setups. However, the pill sequencing has not gone his way. He's gonna finally get that that red cleared out, and now he's just got that last blue, and he'll be out at a 441.
All right, so he's going to be behind quite a bit, about 15 virus lead now for Savage, going to level 12. The winner of this match is going to take on Watchma the Vampire in the finals for our first tournament of 2023.
He just has so much yellow and blue on the top of his board. Oh my gosh.
And
Now it's yellow and red.
Savage. You have to drop an L, when you can. A little indecision there too. But a drop to a double. In-N-Out burger. Eat your heart out.
Yeah, there's just so much yellow on Packy's board right now, and he's done what he can with the pills that he's been getting, but I don't know if I've ever seen a board with this much yellow. This is insane.
Every blue piece is just taking Packy back another partial second, another half second, another half second. It's just stacking up for him right now. The double red burst would be certainly helpful if he can get it. He's getting a couple, but not the burst that we all know and love in this game, or know and hate, depending on your board arrangement.
Oh, this double yellow is going to be nice. Nice sweet tea for Packy. But meanwhile, Savage Octagon down to just 6 viruses left. Oh, she elects to take some drop time. If she'd waited one more pill, she could have cleared out those red and yellows simultaneously.
Oh, Packy's closing it back up, but needs the reds badly. Was that a misflip for Pack? Was that yellow supposed to go in there double? Like vertically?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Which is rare for Packy.
Red, yellow. He's not gonna. There he gets it.
There it
finally.
is. So Packy out at a 649. Brought this deficit down to just 12 at
10.
this point. Oh, 8. I can subtract. So we've got ourselves a match here as Savage going to take a horizontal clear to drop down the blue. Nice play by Savage there.
Now, I would prefer Savage's board for endgame because all those double viruses at the bottom of the board. Pack's board looks great at the top. He's going to clear these out pretty quickly. But once he gets to the bottom, that endgame is going to be problematic because there could be a lot of open space he's got to fill in with.
And I'm really liking the potential with Savage's mid game here. You saw that horizontal blue that she was able to take. I was hoping she might decide to stack on top of that a little bit. She decided not to do it, and I believe that was going to end up being the right play because she wasn't getting the pills to do it. So nice decision there by Savage.
And Pack has decided to dig a swimming pool right in the middle of his property. And while we all love swimming pools, if he doesn't fill it up properly, that's going to be a lot of extra drop time for garbage pills that have nowhere else to go but that middle section.
Look at that offset
13,
fat log,
18.
though.
This is getting close, folks. I think the earlier advantage I said earlier about Savage's end board being a lot more advantageous. Packy's viruses are all over the place. But this is going to get down to the wire here. 10 to 6. Oh, and he misses the double.
Oh,
that could be the difference maker. Savage with 5 viruses to go needs pretty much all yellow everywhere. How is
really not
going to finish up? But Pack's down to his final 3. He has better diversity at the end. Savage needs a red, needs a yellow. There's the red. Now needs a blue and a yellow. There's the yellow.
And here comes the blue for Savage.
Pack needs a blue. 859. Up. That's going to do it for Savage. 4-second difference. Wow.
What a match.
Woo. Look at her watching. Look at watching. Watch it. Just going to get it. Oh!
The sigh of relief from Savage Octagon. I know that feeling. It's a good feeling.
Man. She's so excited she turned her clock back on.
She's like, let's go. Let's do it again right now.
All right. Even though it's middle of January, she's got to, fan herself off and drink some water. That's a burning Dr. Mario play up there in New England. Pack's going to hydrate a bit. We got 2 readies in chat. And thank you for the kind words, Hollow Man.
Yes, thank you.
Get this started. I'll have you count down, Mr. John.
All right, we have our 3, 2, 1, and pills. Savage looking to take Packy down 2-0. Packy trying to tie this up and basically take it to a best of 3.
We'll tuck play early because there's nowhere else to put blue pills for Pack.
And Savage is having the same issue with yellow. No yellow at the top of her board right now.
Ultimately, you just kind of want to put one, pile of pills that you don't need in Pack's case blue and kind of work around it and take care of it when you need. But nice cross.
Oh, well, look at this by Savage. A long
Oh,
cross by Savage. That was really
dual-
cool.
Dueling crosses here. Getting a little biblical. We probably don't need that. It's not necessary.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, actually.
So Pack's got an issue on column 1. That red virus, he's going to use. No, again, it happened in the last game too. Like the best cure for those are double pills. But he's going to go ahead and get the red blue. But there is going to be about a second of drop time after he gets the piece. If he gets the piece, decides to abandon that plan. Now he's going to have a red blue drill down, and again, it's going to be a 1 second delay for him. Meanwhile, Savage has taken a slight lead, up 10-13. Slightly cleaner board. They're nicely tightly packed, virus-wise, and there was diversity until the last blue guy got knocked out, but should be an issue here.
Yeah, speaking of Pack, though, Packy just had a really nice drop combo to open up the bottom of his board. He's just going to need
Reds.
1, 2, 3, 4 more reds. There's one to get the horizontal. Come on, Doc. 1, 2, as Savage down to just 1 blue. Packy gets the red. Savage gets the blue. Savage just a couple seconds before Packy right now. It's basically a dead heat here, folks.
It's a dead heat from the difference of them pressing start. They finish in our stream at the exact same time, but you do notice that 2 to 3 second difference in their clocks. We do go by the clocks if we get that close at the finish line. So I like both boards. The spaces aren't too dramatic there. Packy with the horizontal clear. Nice little strip mine move.
Savage's board is a little more left heavy than I'd like to see. I do prefer Packy's overall layout of his board just a slight bit better than I like Savage's. His is a lot more even across the board.
Yeah, and he's rushed out to a 10 virus lead because of it.
Yeah. And Savage has just been struggling to even this out. And you'll notice that left side there, it's just gotten higher and higher. And as I said that, she is able to bring it down a little bit. So nice play by Savage.
And Pack with a very clever move there. He's down to his end game.
Blown through this level 11.
He wants that crown back. Ooh, misdrop by Pack. I think you got to go horizontal here, and he will.
Yeah, and that blue followed by the red blue was the exact pill that Packy needed. So RNG bailing him out just a little bit. Now just needing that final red. He gets it. He's out at a 336. Amazing level 11 by Packy here.
If life gives you misdrops, you make misdrop aid. And that's exactly what Pack did there. And that's the worst thing I've ever said today. Savage waiting for 2 reds, sets up the tower. Ooh, okay, she's going to tuck under, slight couple frames of extra time there. He's down 11. And of course, gotta start with a T if you're Savage. Right away with the sweet tea.
The Savage was so much yellow at the top of her board. And so far, Mario is giving it to her. The yellow pills, that is. But and as I say that, he stops giving her yellow. So maybe a tiny bit of commentator's curse there. Sorry, Sav.
Did Pack just slap himself in the head?
Quite possible. I think we've seen him do that before.
Larva will be on it. She'll clip it for us if that's indeed what happened. But the lead has shrunk just a little bit, down to about 7 viruses. Little bit of a columny. Is that a term?
It is now.
Lots of on Savage's board. Too many points. Pointy, columny. It's not bad. It's not great either. because that
Yeah,
means you're gonna have to have a lot of drop time no matter what combo you go for, either a drill down or, dropping off to the side.
yeah, and it's most of them were red, which has been a major pain point for Savage in her mid game here. And still just so much red, and now quite a bit of yellow on the top of her board as well. Meanwhile, Packy is quite a bit split on his board. That's one thing you don't want when you're trying to speed run. You want those boards to be more evenly across the board, and Packy making a decent
Yeah.
use out of it though.
You wanna, if you're in a situation like this, you wanna focus on the side that has more viruses and leave the left-hand side for the end game. And right there with that red yellow, he needs red pieces, but because the yellow's there, you don't want to block out the blue, so he basically has to waste pills.
That
But
double
here we
red was
go.
really nice for him.
So he needs 3 blue pieces. Savage down to her last 3 viruses. This is great.
And with this red, she will drop the combo and
Oh,
be out at
takes the lead.
626. But Packy just
Basically,
right behind 4 seconds.
yeah, the lack of the blue there. Savage has taken the lead off a bad anti-blue burst on Pack's side. That's Dr. Mario for you. So many games have been won and lost because you need that last group of pills and they just don't come.
Mhm. Savage Octagon just really making some fast work of this level 13. She's been getting every pill that she needs and using it effectively, while Packy also flying through. So this is going to come right down to the wire.
This is a true race. This isn't a slog. There's a lot of double viruses. I think Pack's board is a little bit better. There's only that little cavity in columns 4 and 5, or 5 and 6, whereas Savage's board a little less dense at the bottom. But you get the pills properly, there won't be a lot of drop time on either side, and that's what kills these runs. Savage has built up a 10 virus lead here in this last level. If she could pull this out, she will take a commanding 2-0 lead. Nice tuck lightning bolt there by
Yeah,
Savage
great play there
Octagon.
by Savage.
More Savage than Octagon this round for sure.
Indeed. I've been a little bit concerned for her with all this red and yellow, but so far, Mario has not taken away. Mario has given, and we'll see if he continues to give.
His Pack has gotten a lot closer. It's down to 10-14. The right side on Pack's side, he's got to focus on that. These double reds are going to be super helpful for him. But every pill needs to be used to its peak efficiency if he wants to pull this out, because Savage is going to set up an L right here.
Look at that L from Savage. Really nice play.
Little indecision, decides to go with the blue.
And she's going to get the drop combo to be out with an 821.
And puts her hands to her face in disbelief that she is up 2-0 on Packy.
Can you imagine if we have 2 sweeps in the semifinals?
I mean, I think that's a sign that they don't want me on commentary, but all jokes aside, Savage gonna gather herself. She has 3 attempts to win this match. And Packy, if anybody can reverse sweep, it can be him.
Yeah, we've seen Packy before after he's lost at least once, and right off the top of my head, I don't know that he's ever lost 2 in a row, so I imagine he has at some point, but right now, Packy pulling off the shirt.
And is that his DrMC Hall of Fame plaque behind him to our left? I believe that is.
Yeah, I think it is.
And,
hard to tell with the lighting, but
and he is a Plit broadcaster. So I don't, if anybody can handle being a Plit broadcaster, it's Packy. So shoulder roll, big breath, hydrate. Once we get readies, we will start this up.
Yep. And it looks like we have readies.
All right, let's count it down. Let's do simul count. Ready?
Let's do it.
3,
2, 1. Pills. I would suspect we're going to see revenge mode Packy, and if we do, this is going to be amazing.
Off the bat, I like Pack's board slightly more. The right side on Savage's board is kind of open, but neither
Yep.
board are terrible.
Yeah, I agree with you about that right side. If she can get a couple double reds and double yellows to clear that out, that will give her a nice opportunity to have a garbage column, though. So, you know, win-lose situation here for Savage, but on that right side. But it looks like right now she's not too concerned about clearing that out, as she's getting mainly blues and yellows and done some really nice job to start bringing this board down.
And Pack's got an issue with no yellows available, so he had to stack that double yellow on the left side, and I don't know if that was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think that's what he wanted to do at all. I think he
So
wanted to put the yellow blue on the other side.
that'll cost him some combo time or having to waste a double yellow to clean that out. So we'll see what the RNG does. Savage with a slight lead early on, 14-11. And
Thankfully for us, just about a second time difference here on the clocks makes it a lot easier to call. We'll wonder if she's going to go for the fat log. She is going to set up for the fat
Yep,
log, and
and
she's
she
going to
went
get it.
Fat log with a tail, not just your classic 2x4. It was a 4 on top of a 6. She's out at a 147. And Pack is just not getting the yellow pieces he needs to finish this out.
Yeah, but he does get the yellow, and there's the blue for the horizontal out at a
204.
204. Packy really not happy with that time, and I don't blame him.
Here we go. You hate to see the drill downs early on, but when you're playing up at that height, that is the best way to get those upper end viruses off your board, even if you do have to sacrifice, a second of time to clear that out. And both players are past their first wave, and the virus count is still lead is about 4 to 5 viruses in favor of Savage.
Yeah, Savage had that double red, which she played on the left side to clear out the horizontal. I might have cleared it on the right side instead, because what happened there was it did clear out one of the reds that she had on the left, and ended up having some drop time from the reds in column 2 that you saw. If she had put it on the right instead of the left, then that red virus would have been there and would have avoided that drop time.
Influx saying if your fat log has a tail, it might be an alligator. Now, if you've ever played Frogger, that's an issue. You cross the river with your frog, and that's not a log, that's an alligator, and they eat you. So avoid that in Dr. Mario as well. But also when John is giving that great description of strategy, we missed like 2 sweet teas by Savage. So sometimes we just have to shut up and admire the gameplay on screen instead of trying to sound smart.
True, it's true.
But look at this. I think we're going to be out of here in a tie.
347 and 350.
Wow. Here we go. Oh, that's also Pitfall, but there are alligators in the river in Frogger as well, Larva. If it's one thing I know, it's my 80s video games. Unlike Dr. Mario strats, I am worthless in that. So Pack here looking to set up a sweet tea of his own. Gets it. Needs 3 wins in a row to stay alive and make the finals.
And look at this Elia by Savage.
Yeah, nice clean Elia. No discussions of tails or alligators or Frogger versus Pitfall. Little gappy on Pack's board here. He's going to have to do a lot of swimming like you see right there, and that's going to cost him some time. Plus, he just needs all the blue pills, and Dr. Mario ain't giving him the proper medication.
And looking at his board, with all these blues, he has created a little bit of a gap for himself. It might give Savage a chance to get back into this game with a really nice patented sweet tea by Savage.
And you see that Pack really didn't want to put that double blue on the right side because he needs it on the left, but there was no clean place to put it. So he used the double blue, but not in the place that'll give him the most time efficiency. Is he going to set up a fat log here? No, he's not. He's going to let that red piece drop. So we're back to a close game again. 3 virus lead for Pack, but there's no clean ending here. He needs blues and needs them bad.
And Savage Octagon also needing blues. This level is just going to come down to who gets the blues first.
And there's not even a good place for Pack to put his garbage. This is not good. He needs a blue yellow or a blue red. There, now he just needs the red. He's going to combo out. He's got to be careful. Okay, gets it out. 606, 1 level to go. Savage still trying to get out of here. These last 2 viruses, especially the blue guy in the bottom right, is going to be an issue.
Yeah, she is broadcasting that she's going to clear this out horizontally, gets the setup, going to make sure that those yellows clear and to drop onto the blue. She gets out at about a 620, and she's about 9, now 11 pills behind, or viruses, excuse me, behind Packy.
I like this board, though, John.
Yeah, this is a really nice board for Savage. Really nice. A lot of short stack opportunities, a lot of double opportunities, if she can just get through it.
1 major cavity on the left side shouldn't be an issue. You can work on the right side with a lot of double viruses that should be quick to clear out. Pack's board's okay. If he can maintain his pace, he should take this game, but it's not over till it's over. Look at that nice stair stacking, or I don't know what you call that one. It's, when you have one horizontal, then drop down to another horizontal. Minimal drop time to take that out.
Yeah, and Savage has really come
we
back.
are tied. This is stacky. Like that, Robin. Now that cavity I was talking about earlier might come into play here for Savage. The only thing that really goes in there are red pills. But you also need red on the right side.
Yeah, it's going to be a really unfortunate circumstance for her with all the reds. Thought she might go for the horizontal reds there in column 3. Elects to, or row 3, it elects to take it in column 1 to open up some access to that blue. We'll see how that works out for her, as this red-yellow going to be a really nice gift for Savage. She opens up that row 3 for her, and still in need of so much red, though.
He's going to drill down here. He'll take that second of extra drop time because he knows that he's got this in the bag. One more red pill will do it for Pack, and he will be out at 823. And 823 passes, and there's the first crown for Pack 619. So the removal of the shirt worked. But please, for all of our sake, leave it at that level.
What I was thinking too. No more shirt taking off, Packy. You're good there.
Yep.
And please don't do that in Waco.
Pack's going to Waco? I didn't get a
yeah, I'm pretty sure Pack's going to Waco.
Awesome. He's patting himself on the head or back. Savage like, yes, he is good. This wasn't a fluke. So now we're going to round 4.
Yeah, and Packy looking to continue his potential reverse sweep here and knock out Savage Octagon and take his record to 4-2.
All right, 2 readies. Let's count this down in 3, 2, 1. Pills. I can't even come with anything other than pills. This doesn't sit right with me. We need something better. Help us out, chat. Pack's got the first start, so about another 2-second difference here.
I really like that drop combo by Packy.
Yeah, he had to think about it for a second if he wanted to make T or just do a standard drop, and he went for the standard drop and cleared a bunch out. Now waiting for that red-yellow, and he's not getting it, so now he's just making this crazy combo that's really not going to clear up many viruses. But the garbage is gone.
Yeah,
But
it
that
did give him a nice cross, but and clear out the garbage.
when meds. 321 Medicare Part D. I don't know. Couple of not messy in terms of garbage, but maybe the virus placement. That's the thing with level 10. The virus spacing is critical if you want that nice hot run, and Savage has taken a slight lead, 17-14 here.
Yeah, level 10 it's one of those levels that can really make or break your run. I know personally I've had so many really good 0-10s die in level 10 because it can just be so finicky.
See how Savage handles this. It's a sort of a D sandwich. I guess it is a D sandwich.
Yeah, that qualifies as a D sandwich.
Unconventional D sandwich, because normally you don't have viruses set like that. And she's going to be out at a 147. Pack is going to be longer than that. He's got the combo ready, but he's going to have to do something crazy with that yellow. A double yellow would be perfect here, but he's not going to get that. That's good. This is yeah.
Oh man.
His plans have been thwarted, so now he's got to get reds. He does get the red burst. But he's going to be out at a 213 start, so Savage with the early lead.
Yeah. But that I believe that's the same time that Packy was out of level 10 in his last game. So as we've seen, Packy not out of it yet.
No, not at all. Never out of it. Never give up.
Never surrender.
I mean, we saw what happened back last November in Columbus when he was down to Dimwit in the semifinals. When Savage was talking about the marathon strats, I trust Packy's marathon ability. His marathon abilities.
That's a great word.
Yeah, I was about to say it was the dumbest thing I said today, but I've already used that card twice, I think. Marathon ability. All right, but back to the game. Three virus lead for Savage, but she aspired, which is the proper term. Thanks, chat, for that earlier. And she's going to have to use this red as a drill down, costing her 1 second of time.
Yeah, look at this. Packy already brought it down to just a 1 virus deficit.
Watch this.
Dixon to be now
beautiful.
slightly in the lead.
See that? All right. 2 more red pieces will do it here. 347. 352. Neck and neck into level 12. Let's do this.
Look at this drop combo into a horizontal by Savage to start off her level 12. Really nice play by Savage.
Now Savage is out of blue. How she handles her blue garbage is going to be crucial here. So far, so good. A blue, yellow, or blue, red, she's got a place to put it with no drop time. Work on other parts of the board, and then uncover that blue virus. That's exactly how you handle that situation. You find a place where you can work off both colors, then work to uncover the viruses on other parts of the board. And now she's in it again. The blue viruses are going to be her suffer point in this level 12. But she has increased her lead because Packy is also struggling.
Yeah, Packy's got a couple of wells there in his column 3 and his column 5. I like what he did with those double reds there, creating the Elias situation and dropping the yellow down. Really nice play by Packy, and
that was a
he has
micro
cleared up
too.
some of those yells.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
it
his
was.
original intention. He saw that coming with the next piece and changed his strat. So sometimes, pressing down all the time is not perfectly optimal in this game. Sometimes you can find the better play with that next piece.
Yeah, and that's one thing Packy is really known for is his ability to just, hold down constantly and just get through pill after pill after pill. But that's just a greater testament to Packy's play, keeping an eye on that next box and
Look at this.
able
We're
to make
tied
that
now.
micro adjustment.
We are tied. Pack has taken a slight lead, but look, it's 8-8 here.
And look at
in
this
level
drop that he's
12.
going to make.
So how's he going to handle this on the left here? Is he going to de-sandwich, or is he just going to play the standard?
Yeah, with that double yellow, it's a perfect de-sandwich opportunity for him.
But Savage, while we're waiting for all that, has taken the lead and has gone into level 13. The lack of blue pills again. Look at all that red-yellow on Pack's board. And now even the crazy drop-down strats are holding him back because he's got to be careful not to top out here. Just pill after pill. Look at this pill count. What a bunch of BS.
This ketchup and mustard situation for Packy. He finally gets the blue out at a 624. I can't imagine what's going through his mind right now. Probably a lot of shucky darns.
Now Savage may be trying to go a little too fancy, waiting for that blue-yellow and not getting it. And there's really nowhere else to put. There it finally is. And then she worked on her right side a bit. Now that right side's going to maybe an issue. But Pack hasn't caught up yet. Down 11. A little bit better board. But the bottom of the board for Pack is going to be an issue. The end game is not great with all those spaces. You want the bottom filled with viruses if possible.
Yeah, and Savage's bottom two rows really aren't that great either. You see those only 3 viruses down at the bottom. Her row 2 is a little bit more stacked, so that might help her out a little bit with it. You see she's got a really nice opportunity for a horizontal yellow there in her row 2, and she has just made some really great work on this level 13. She's already down to 10 viruses left.
And she's got a place for every pill. That's all you can ask for. And Pack is, again, the center is cleared out, both sides, and I don't think he's going to be able to catch up as Savage is down to her final 6. Brilliant. Brilliant play. Savage here opens up the horizontal. Needs a blue and a yellow. There's the yellow.
She gets
There's the blue, and that's it.
Out at an 8-10.
That is it. That is a 3rd crown, and Savage is in the finals against Watchma. All the G's, all the D's.
Oh, and Packy with a misdrop there in his column 1.
Yeah. She's going to have to gather herself together here because she's got a finals to play in a few minutes. So we'll give her that time off. We'll let Pack finish this out. But Savage needs to hydrate. Needs to eat a power bar. I don't know what her routine is. But she's still in disbelief over this one. And we have our final set. Watchma versus Savage Octagon. The first title of the year. Pack's a little upset here.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. But it wasn't... I don't think he played particularly bad. I think Savage just had the better late game there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we will go ahead and take a break. I will remind everybody we do have a merch store up. If Larva would put in the link, please. All the money from our merch sales does go back into the tournament, along with your subs and bits from DrMC on Twitch. And they will help us buy better equipment for our live tournaments.
And welcome back to the Dr. Mario Championship January 2023 monthly speed tournament finals. We have Savage Octagon here on the left, our number 2 seed, versus Watchma, our number 3 seed, here on the right. I am joined by Chris Bidwell, aka BSG 4000, as well as Packy 619, who we just saw. How you guys doing today?
How you feeling, Pack? You feeling all right after that? After that hot dog
It took me a little bit to vent a little, give myself a few minutes, but I'm gonna be fine.
You're a good sport. We appreciate you jumping in, and you are going to Waco next weekend, so I can't wait to see my friend again. And Savage, before we started, she was on the comms, saying, she was expecting to call the finals, and now here she is against Watchma. But that's Savage's strategy, is to pretend she's not good at this and then blow everybody else away. So
The false modesty strats.
false
I've actually
modesty.
I've used them in verses before and against you.
So we got players ready to chat already, or we got Savage with her high speed chill, and we got Watching with his medium fever. So this is like polar opposites right here. So we'll see what happens when you put these two magnet poles together. Let's count it down. Everybody in 3, 2, 1.
Pills.
This
Wow,
is like the
that's
new
sloppy.
goal of Dr. Mario. I was just waiting for them to start.
And by the way, Digger13, thank you for that Prime subscription.
Nice.
A lot of double opportunities for Savage early on. Like that board.
I love that board. I could play that board. I could get a lukewarm time with that board.
Watchma setting up a really intricate horizontal combo here, and he's going to get it with that blue.
Now he's got some residual garbage left. Sometimes when you play those fancy strats, you leave a little too much trash behind.
Yeah. Sometimes, oftentimes the best approach is just the simplest one. Savage has been able to jump out to an early lead thanks to a fortuitous early board that was full of doubles.
Still only a 7 virus lead though, not blowing Watchman out of the water by any means. There's a reason why these two are in the finals. We were talking earlier, I think Savage, like, she had her PB, she joined Club 18 this month. She's kind of hit that next gear. When you play games like this over and 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 over again, you can kind of feel it as you get better. Like you can start to figure things out, and strats start to work a little bit better, and the speed times start to just go down ever so slightly, but you can kind of feel that difference. And for Savage, that certainly happened this month in a difference between December of 2022 and January 2023.
Absolutely. She has really stepped up this month. Some really interesting decision making going on here at her end game. Have a huge lack of red viruses on her board, but she's also having a lack of red pill fragments. So she's really getting exactly what she needs right now, and it's just a matter of time before she's into 15.
So Watchma here setting up the crazy combo. Hopefully he doesn't crash the game like Adelito did in the semis.
He's built the bridge, and now he's finally going to cut it down. That wasn't too big of a combo. That would break the game at least.
Yep. Savage out 225. Now, what's fun about this last level block is we start at level 14, which is where the viruses start at height 10, which is what most of the rest of the earlier levels start at. But when you get to 15, the virus height increases slightly. So now you've got to play the don't top out game. So even some of our better players have trouble at the higher heights getting out of those situations because they have a lot less room to maneuver. And she's playing it well, but not clearing out a lot of viruses. So she's not in threat to top out. But if Watchman here can play it right, he might take that lead back.
Yeah, Watchma getting out of his 14 at about a 246, and he had a really nice fat log to set up his end game there.
Just like that, it's a 3 virus gap. The thing about these later levels, when you first start them, it's like sure, you have enough clearance on the top of your board to make vertical clears as you need them, but if you get, say, a red and yellow heavy top line and you start getting a whole bunch of blue pills, not only do you need to figure out what to do with those pills in such a way that you're not going to top out, or you're not going to leave yourself so much garbage that your situation is no longer going to be manageable. So
And you
it
can
can get
see,
very tricky.
yeah, Savage has struggled in his top line, finally clearing out that last blue virus from the top line. And Watchman has taken that lead now up 30-34.
Now that Savage is now out of access to blues, and lo and behold, there come the perfect pills. That's exactly what she needs. Got a lot of double opportunities, giving her an opportunity to close this gap.
I like this bottom portion of the board for Savage. So she might take the lead right back, which she has. So this has been fun back and forth already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looking at the end games of both players, Savage's looks a lot neater on the bottom of her board.
Watchman's going to play a lot of horizontals here at the end. You got those double horizontal virus sequences. So an unconventional clear out here, but Savage here roaring ahead, and with 2 more blue fragments, she will get out at just over 5 minutes.
Don't do it to her too, Dr. Mario.
come on, there it is.
There we
Out
go.
of 508.
Good.
This is a really fun match for me because we're seeing two very different styles of play here. We have Watchma, who really loves his combos, and then we have Savage, who is more of a straightforward player, can pull out those combos when she needs to. But right now, the just clean play from Savage has proved to be a really good tool for her as she is continuing to build this lead over Watchma, as he's just there. It is. There's the 2 blues he needs, out now to 541.
20-second difference.
Savage looks like she's going to be going for that horizontal, and she's going to get it right here.
Watchman's top line here at level 16. With the red-yellow should get past it, but he's not getting the red-yellow. He's going to do the drill down with the red-blue. But that's crucial to get out of that top line first. Then you can start arranging your combos and start going crazy.
Not a lot of access to blue for Watchma right now.
I was really liking Savage's board up until she got to this big cluster of blues here in the center. If she can get past it, she's got some really nice, good potential for an end game. Lots of double opportunities,
That's
and
it.
just
That's
got to get
what
through
it's
the
called.
blues.
Yeah, and a lot of those double opportunities are blues.
This could be problematic here, needing all those blue pieces.
Here comes the double blue. That'll get it started.
Now, knowing the rarity of double pieces, do you flirt with the idea of trying to take out all those doubles with just one pill?
I would do it if you have places to put other pills. If you undeniably need blue, and then if you're gonna wait for a double blue, then give yourself a place to put blue yellows and blue reds. If you can do that, then you can afford to wait it out. And if you still don't get it, that's fine, because you've been clearing other things and you haven't been wasting time.
Savage has certainly not been wasting time. She is damn near finished with this level 16. Meanwhile, the lead is increased. It's now 15-0. So 8:03 time for Savage as she's at the final level, looking to take this first crown in our final for January.
Watch me
I
with
like
a
this
nice
cross
drop into a
combo.
horizontal right here. decides to abandon the potential horizontal double virus clear in columns 1 and 4 because he basically had to dig through a blue fragment and then a red virus in order to get access to that double clear.
God, and you see him trying to make decisions at this low. You want your end game to be everything is predetermined.
Oh, this
When
is
you're
good
trying to
right here, though.
strategize with your end game, that's not a good sign.
It seems like everything's pretty much fallen into place. All he needs is a couple blue fragments, and he's out at an 856.
So he's got a lot of work ahead of him. He's down by 28.
Well, this is
in
the
the
longest level
level.
in the block, so this is the time to do it.
He does play medium speed, so dassing a piece to the far right shouldn't be an issue. Wow.
Risky maneuvers there.
I think he wanted to tuck that blue.
Yeah, he flipped it a little too early.
There's your problem with playing medium speed. The pieces weren't dropping fast enough for you to perform your tuck.
Hashtag high all day.
Let's go, baby.
I can say as a medium player that
Ooh, that looks like a misflip on Watchma's board right there.
I was saying that is one of the caveats of playing that medium is if you're waiting for the natural gravity to drop things, it does take a little bit longer than it does on that high speed. And sometimes if you're not careful, you can mistime it. I know I've done it a lot of times, and it's a very frustrating thing. But Watchma recovering as best he can here.
Yeah, but as he's recovering, that Savage has taken a lead of 34
And the
viruses.
fat log, the double yellow fat log, baby. She could feel it. She was shaking a little bit before.
Yeah, but it looked, she's free and clear.
Man.
She's just about done with this.
You know what? There she goes.
10:27.
10:27. Nice. And look at the joy on her
Look at
face
that.
right now.
You know, if she were here right now, she's saying, if I just take a crown, I'll be happy. No, now she needs to be in the mode that I am 2 crowns away from my first ever DrMC monthly championship. And she's got chat on her side for sure. Watchma here. Up to him whether he wants to finish this out or not.
At 10:27, that is a PB for her by about 2.5 minutes.
Woo! What is this? How many times has she been in the
excuse me,
final?
that's
It's
13
that
through
fat log
17.
Watchma, that fat T. Yeah, Watchma's
Okay, now.
okay. Watchma's done. He was satisfied with his fat T, and now he's gonna top out.
I think both of these players are quite fit. Neither are fatties. Come on, that's not nice.
Yeah. You're asking, this is Savage's second trip to the finals.
Oh, I thought she'd been another time, so there we go. We have GGs in chat. We have 2 readies. All right. Everybody count it down. Let's do it. 3,
2, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Medication. See, it doesn't work. It just
Paracetamol,
yeah.
as they said in the Latin American Tetris community.
Latam. What's theirs?
Paracetamol. I guess it's like it's probably Spanish for pharmaceutical, or like pill or something.
There's Savage. There's Watchma. Away we go. I like both boards. 14
I like the
is such a
combo
fun
that
level.
Savage has got set up. However, it does put her really dependent on that red yellow, and right now there it is.
There's some interesting decisions there. It's like when you set up the verticals on top of the horizontals, and then all of a sudden you get too many of the verticals. You get more of the verticals than you actually need.
There's a reason why we pick 14 for versus play, because the boards are nice and thick and frothy, full of viruses, and it can lead to crazy combo plays like we're seeing from Watchma here. Interesting stuff going down indeed.
Decides to tuck that double red and accommodate the red virus underneath the double blue that she just cleared out.
Is there not a better feeling in this game than taking out two horizontal or two vertical stacks with a single pill and there's no drop time in between the two? It's so satisfying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great feeling.
No drop time, just a quick double clear. Excuse me.
Thought Watchman was going to go for the T there, but now he's going to go for an L instead. There's the L into the drop. Now he needs some red yellows in the worst way. He does take the slight lead, 15-8. Savage has some work ahead of her here in this level 14.
Yeah, Savage has just been hurting for reds and finally starting to get them.
And now she needs blues. Basically anything not yellow.
Unfortunately, most of the pills she's getting have a yellow fragment on them.
Watch out at a 212.
212 is a very good time for level 14.
Now she needs all blue. And you see her. Yeah, she's going to make the L. But you wonder if the time to set that up and think about it and then having to do the swim, how much time that took to create that situation. Had you just pounded it down and did the simple solution, if that was a help benefit or not, or net benefit. But either way, she's out of the level.
It could be a health benefit. She's got an opportunity to clear out a big cluster of reds in the middle of her board if she can just get the right pills to do it. But now she's getting double red surge.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, and Watchman has no yellow available. And she's closed that gap to 6 viruses.
Nice little improvised horizontal clear there by Savage.
Nice drop. A T into a extra combo. Lead's staying about 7. It's been at this gap for a good 30 seconds now, which is rare in this game. Normally the lead fluctuates.
Yeah, at some point one player starts surging and the lead changes on a dime.
Watch being very methodical with this, but again, yellows are not available. So if he does not get, or if he gets yellow bursted, even with half fragments, that's going to slow him way down in this end game. That is, look at all that red at the bottom here. This is Savage's opportunity. That column 8 blue virus is the only issue on this board.
He's probably thinking about waiting for a red blue before she starts attacking that area there.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe not.
There, that there. Next piece. Yep.
Yeah.
Well done. But look at this. Now it's 14-11.
Just like that.
The garbage pile for Watchman. He's having to create that on column 3. And now if he's not careful, he might cut off his left-hand side entirely. Forcing a fat log finish out, which isn't the worst strategy. And that's gonna be the way he's gonna have to finish this out. Savage might take the lead here. She has 5-6. Wow, what a turn of events.
She still needs a bunch of blue, but now she's getting 1. There's
1,
2.
Watchma is just struggling here.
Watchma has his viruses exposed, though, so he's fine. He just needs a couple of red.
5:10 to 5:14. So the time difference is a little deceiving here. Seems like Savage took a much bigger lead than she actually has.
Savage surged hard at the beginning of this level, though, and you see that giant staircase of double blue virus clears right smack in the middle of her board. If she gets the right RNG, she is going to fly through this level.
Yeah, and no blues available again for Watchma. So he's going to have to do drill downs like that, which cut, a second at a time with that classic drill down. Like that. It's the optimal play for your board state, but not the optimal play to speed through this level.
Savage now up by a baker's dozen.
Yeah, and Watch was waiting for the double red. Gets it. We'll get the crazy T into a drop. Now he's out of danger, but now he's behind 10.
This is going to be tough to come back from because, well, Savage's board at the bottom doesn't necessarily look great.
That's too big of a gap down there.
Yeah,
Watchman's got so
doesn't-
much yellow right now.
Yeah, Savage does have a lot of open space to work with, so I might be wrong in what I just said.
Well, I mean, 10 seconds from now, the board state will change anyway, so you're good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the nature of the beast.
Emphasis on beast. So 14-15, we are neck and neck. Watch
Let's
mode.
see.
What's
Go
he going to do? He's got that double yellow at the bottom. Oh, he's going to combo into it. Interesting. Either player has a great end game setup right now.
Interesting decision there by Savage to take the drop time.
Yeah, it's a second and a half, but I think she knows her situation. She would rather stay garbage free and keep this board under control than worry about a second here or a second there. And because of that, look, she nearly has 0 garbage on her board. Whereas Watchman now, he's buried.
Yep.
There is no clean way to finish this.
Yeah, he's got to clear the viruses in a specific sequence, and that just hamstrings him. And Savage is out of 16.
Yeah, he did luck out and get that double red. Otherwise, if he had gotten a red-blue, our final level here, Savage with the slight lead.
Savage has got a bit of a blue staircase on the left side of her board. It's going to be really interesting to see if she can clear that out.
If she can get a double blue, her prayers would be answered. She's going to drill down with this and get back to safety.
Not a bad idea because there's no sense in waiting for the double blue that will give you the ideal situation there. Just create a garbage situation that's easy to handle and just move on.
And see, with Watch Mode, he tried to get too fancy to clear out those 2 red viruses with a horizontal, and look how much garbage buildup he had to building up that play. Relying on doubles is just never optimal in this game.
Savage with the lightning log.
Oh, the terms we come up with. I love this community. She surged ahead, though, to a 8 virus lead, and she's down past the middle point. And with that red clear,
Nice
look at
drop
that.
into another big combo. Outstanding.
She wanted to pop off there. She just shook a little bit. You could kind of see it. Like, she really wanted to, like, oh, yeah, that's me. I'm good at this game.
That's right.
But holding her composure, waiting to get that crown. But still only an 8 virus lead, so any miss drop by Savage and things can turn quickly. So this is not over yet. Watchman needs to keep pressure on her by keeping it tight, and he is so far.
Savage has made it a priority to attack column 8 so that she doesn't have a troublesome edge of her board, which is pretty smart.
I really like the setup she had with those reds and yellows there at the bottom of her board. She set it up to where either way she cleared it out. She was going to have the
Oh, I
other
love
side.
this.
free.
Oh, look at this.
Drop into a fat
Oh,
log.
swaggy! Wow.
I believe she's been calling that a timber.
Look at this. But still,
She's out at
wow,
10:31.
10:31.
And oh my goodness, Watchman's going to be out just behind her at a 10:37. Wow. I told you he was going to come back, and he nearly pulled it off.
Deep breath, Savage.
Championship point for Savage Octagon. He is 4 levels away. from, I believe, being our first ever female winner in the gold bracket. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep, I was just
Pretty sure
fixing to
you're
make
right.
that.
All right, deep breaths, everybody at home, in the chat. Our two players, us. We thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We have a ready from Watchma. We have a ready from Savage. We have a countdown in the booth. Let's do it nice and clean this time, guys. Ready?
Yeah.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
Pills.
Pills.
Bunch of jokers.
Come on, start. Thank you.
Really interesting starting board here for Savage.
Oh, watch
She's
this, feeling it.
got some double opportunities, but everything's just covered by this red right now.
Kind of feels watches in another gear. You know, when you're playing angry, even not angry is not the right word, but playing with that extra bit of oomph.
Yeah.
He's the press down seem to be snappier. The decisions making seems to be snappier. So we'll see if he can maintain this throughout the level block, but he does have the early 5 virus lead because of it.
Savage has a lot of double clear opportunities on this board though, and she definitely has a chance to catch up as soon as she gets out of this double blue surge.
Gets
Oh,
the
look at that. Double blue is followed by a blue red. Is that right?
Yes. We see them so rarely, it's hard to remember sometimes.
Another cascading combo for Savage to take the 7 virus early lead back from Watchmen. Like I said earlier, when you get that in that snappy mode and everything's just making sense and you can make those snap decisions, it can't maintain that all throughout. As
Yeah,
soon
so
as you get into trouble, you kind of lose that edge.
Yeah, it kind of becomes a psychological thing when you're facing elimination like this, but his board doesn't look bad. It's just a
No.
matter of getting what he needs. He has use for just about everything right now.
But look at this. She's about out of this. I don't know what the hot times are for 14, but she's close to. She isn't going to break 2, but
She's gonna come close.
one more half pill. She's going to be out at a 209.
Oh, 9.
209. That's excellent.
Watchman is 3 viruses away here. Needs to make use of every red half possible.
That 209 would be good for 7th on speedrun right now.
You know, and all those speed runs, those are people resetting over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
This is Savage just playing a one match without a restart. So our boards are better. That's what I'm saying.
Savage being forced into making some interesting decisions here. That was definitely an easy decision to make right there, but trying to minimize her garbage and keep her board clean.
The extremely fortuitous double yellow to clean all that garbage out in one fell swoop. You kind of, when you're in that situation, you wait for the double piece no matter what, and you kind of hope for the best, and you might have to wait a while, but it came right when she needed it.
Decided not to take the cross on column 1. Interesting.
And Watchman's taking the lead back. And look at that. Oh, I thought that was going to be a T, but it was one short on the vertical axis. But still got a nice clean board. He's going to strip mine out that blue virus or the yellow virus and then go into an L or a T.
Playing the long game a little bit here. Looks going for that horizontal, and now he's set up for a big blue cross if he can.
Look at this.
There we go.
Oh, he's go. Oh, he's
Always thinking.
he's trying to figure out what to do with the rest of it.
Wow. Yep. Nicely done. But you can't get too fancy here with your competitor breathing behind your back like that.
Yeah, those instances where you're just waiting for that pill you need to clear out a horizontal that cuts down a bridge and just clears everything out beneath.
So
But when you
Watchman,
have to wait for that for too long, that's when your opponent starts catching up.
yep, Watchman needs all the blues right now. Yellow reds ain't gonna help, and this is gonna let Savage get back into this.
Only a 3 virus game at this point.
Look at all that yellow must like Packy is like having flashbacks right now.
Well, at least
Oh, was
it's
that
a
a
red
blue?
virus and
Oh,
not a
that's right.
blue virus.
Yeah, he needed red. He needed red.
But yes, that is a little PTSD for me.
Yeah.
Savage here struggling here with her end game.
Looks like she's trying to find a way to fit an orange fragment on the bottom of column 4.
I mean, this game's
But
gotten so crazy that we've gone to orange fragments.
Yeah.
like I said, yellow. And she basically just needs red at this point to get out of the level.
Oh, I put that double yellow on the left, and
Oh, perfect.
See, there was multiple solutions, but she did go with that solution. There could have been an alternate solution, but sometimes you get tunnel vision with your one go. But she is out at about a 543.
Double
Meanwhile,
blue would be really
Watchma's
nice for Savage right now.
stormed ahead. He's now
Ooh.
ahead by 30 viruses. Uh-oh.
That's a
Oh,
problem.
that's gonna hurt.
Do we call that an influx yet? Did he take offense to that?
Well, he did it on purpose, not by accident. Yeah, the beginning of this 16 is just being really unkind.
All right,
And
she's out of
as-
danger.
And as she wrestles her way out of that high top line, Watchma is now out to a 37 virus lead.
And normally you don't like having that tower of viruses on the side like that, like Watchman's board, but he's so far ahead that he can afford the extra drop down time to get that cleared out.
It looks like Savage has managed to straighten out her board, and she needs a lot of reds right now.
Yeah, this is definitely an octagon run, not so much a Savage run this time around. But she has the 2 crowns in her pocket, so...
Yeah.
And this isn't over yet.
Well, the
Now,
gap
what is going on here on Watchman's board?
A really nice drop combo. That's
Yeah,
what's
that's-
going on.
Oh, that's what's going on.
I set it up for him to show me off. That's what that was. That was amazing. Showing a little swag there with his end game.
Nice cross clear by Savage right there.
Yeah.
Trying to hurry up and get out of... Oh, looks like a
Ooh.
misflip there.
Watchman here trying to get a little too creative here in the top of the board. I'm old school, I guess. I just don't get fancy up there. Just clear.
There he goes.
ABC, always be clearing. Second place gets steak knives.
Third prize is you're eliminated.
Third place, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Watchman's holding out for a double blue to tuck over into column 1.
That's the
Yeah,
play.
I think so.
Looks like he's just going to go ahead and settle for a blue-yellow. Not to be confused with blue-orange, which does not exist.
Oh, I'm sure Dimwit made a variation of the game that put in orange pieces that would work with both colors. Savage is finally going to be out at 833. She does not get lapped. Still down by 30, so she's maintained the deficit through 16.
Yeah, but a fistful of double yellows and yellow blues kind of giving her a difficult early game. See, this is what I meant earlier. When you don't get the right pills right off the bat, it can be tricky to figure out what to do with them just to keep your stack manageable.
Yeah, and so much red on this top line too for Savage, and really not able to clear out any of it. That double red is going to help her out a little bit. I'd really like to see a blue red for her right now and be able to drop that. Okay, she's just going to elect to take the double red and place it there, which probably the best decision for her.
All right, Watchman's going to finish this board out with some swag. Ruin something up here.
A lot of double opportunities for Savage on this board. It might be too little too late, but it's still a very good looking board.
Watchma, though, of all the places you want to build a garbage column, don't put your garbage column in column 5, kids. That's just asking for an accidental top out. So Watchman's down to needs 2 more red pieces, then he'll be out. And this is a great time too. 10-18. So that's crown number 1 for Watchma the Vampire. And this match is not over. We're going to a game 4. GG's all around.
Playing out like the semifinals did a little bit.
Yeah.
So Savage, take a moment to take a breath.
Can Watchma pull off the Jacksonville Jaguar move?
Unfortunately, he's not playing the Chargers. He's playing Savage Octagon.
So tell me, as a San Diego resident, do you like that they choked, or do you still feel for them?
I used to feel for them back when they still had some of our players like Phillip Rivers, but now that pretty much that whole team is gone, I don't care. Personally.
Wow, like indifference, not even like a hate toward them. I think that's even darker. So I appreciate that.
I mean, I
We
did
have
get a
ready.
good chuckle. I was not surprised when I saw that they had lost by 1, but then I looked into how they lost, and it's like, well, okay, this team has not changed.
The NFL reverse sweep, if you will. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Medication.
Interesting opening board for Savage. A lot of blue to worry about.
But if you get blue sequence like this, it's not a worry.
Nope.
You see Watchma doing this tuck play early on, that just slows you down so much. You're filling in your cavities in your board, which is preferable because you'll need that later. But you don't want to do that too much early on.
Dr. Mario is not a dentist, unfortunately.
Oh, thank God.
But sometimes this RNG is like pulling teeth.
Yeah, well done. I like that. So neck and neck early on. Maybe I don't like the canning a whole lot on Watch's board, but he's going to set up a nice little cool clear here to even out his play field. Savage looking for that double yellow. She's going to get it here. And again, that satisfying double clear.
Here's a double red to help her out with these horizontal situations. She needs a lot of red right now.
Yep, no blues whatsoever on her board and no yellows on Watchman's board. So we have 2 situations that are similar but different colors. Kind of like their play styles, kind of like their choice in speed and music. Kind of like their species. You got human versus vampire. I mean, we've got contrast all over the board here. 12 to
Double
12.
red surge.
And we know what happens after the double red is the red yellow.
So she's trying to make some decisions to clean up her endgame right now, looks like.
Yeah, this could be amazing or this could be ugly. I can't decide which. I'm not seeing the amazing build up here.
Well, she has columns 3 and 7 to work with to target the blue virus at the bottom of her board. But
Watch us out at a 223.
that definitely seems like the right move there because here comes the fat log.
Fat.
There
Yep.
it is. Just waiting for that final red. She gets it out at a 239.
Watchman's yellows are all buried. He's uncovered a couple. Now he can go to work.
Lack
now
of
he's got
access to
that
yellow for Savage right now.
He's got that snapback now too. The pieces are being dropped immediately. Liking this.
17
Savage is-
virus gap right now.
Yeah,
Savage
Savage is
is getting a lot of unnecessary yellow.
she's having to think a bit in this top game because one screw up and you're topping out. So now that she's finally past that first wave, now she can turn on the jets. Decides to not take the double blue to the far left, waiting for the blue yellow.
Nice drop horizontal right there.
Now I know level 15 isn't level 20, but you do wait too long for that to happen, and then pieces might become difficult to get all the way over to the left or right. Was that a misdrop by Savage, or was she wanting to set up the sweet tea? That's what it was.
Yep. Looks like she's going to go for the cross here for the L play on column 5.
Hell yeah.
She's managed to
Going
close
back
the
up.
gap a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, this is so much fun, guys. I love that we do this every month. I love the quality of our players. I love the commentators. I love the chat.
Savage really needs some red to play with right now because most of the viruses on her top line right now are all red, so she's just waiting for that situation to play out.
I've been trying to figure out what she's been setting up for here at the bottom. It looks like now that things have been cleared out, she may be going for the fat log with the yellows and the blues.
She hasn't got a red or a blue yellow in forever, though.
Yeah,
I have to
the
abandon that
RNG is
play.
just not letting her have her
And she
fat
gets
log.
it right after she decides to take the double yellow to clear it. You can see her shaking her head there. All right, out of 525, we are at level 16 now. Now she's fallen behind by 20 viruses. Watchman has turned on the speed. Oh,
Oh,
That might have been intentional. I'm not entirely sure though, because it was kind of difficult to figure out what to do with that pill.
she's
Well,
clearing it
it's
out
gone.
normal. So it didn't cost her too much time, but when you're already behind by 20, every mistake is amplified. And there's nowhere to put blues. There's one place to put a blue on the left-hand side. She's going to get rid of that. So now there's a blue garbage pile in column 4 that she can work with. But a blue-yellow here is not going to be optimal.
Lack of access to yellows, and there's a double yellow. This sometimes RNG is just that cruel, but she has the deficit has been basically maintained.
Yep. We are running out of time, though. We are halfway through level 16, and level 17 is our final level.
Might be playing the long game, aiming for that red horizontal in row 5, I want to say.
Watchman's endgame should be pretty quick here. He's got a place for pretty much every piece. Maybe that's his little trouble now. The double blue would be the best piece he can get, but Can't rely
Nice
on getting
fat
those.
log from Savage there.
Right. Watchman just needs blue pieces. Let's see if he gets ketchup mustard.
No, it doesn't look like it. Don't prove
Well,
me wrong,
maybe
dog.
now.
Do not
Okay, there it
start.
is.
Okay, thank you. Jeez.
All right. 18 virus deficit going into level 17.
Nice little drop combo there by Savage.
She's got a bit of a red staircase to deal with in the middle of her board.
Will we reach a decider? Watchman's going to make a fat log. Yep. The 5 wide fat log.
Nice.
And you know, I don't think he was going to do that originally. Then when he got the first one, I think he decided to go for it. And as this game is wont to do, got the same piece 4 pieces in a row. Get that fat log. Savage is out at the 815. Watchman's still not past that first level. That first wave at the top, that top line. And any yellow that he creates, unless he gets a couple double yellows, that's going to be a bit of drop time in that first column on the left.
Good horizontal play by Savage to start level 17.
So if Savage can be crisp and avoids the drop time and just gets this down, she might be able to come back. But Watchma... Now see him digging around like that? I mean... Again, best play, not the best speed strat.
Yeah, like one of the most important parts of speedrunning in general is just your movement within the game itself. And when you got to maneuver around like that all the time, it can cost you time.
Deficit is down to 20. It was at 30 plus before. But also, you know that when you're ahead by this much, you can change up your strats a little bit to make sure you finish.
The
Savage has
deficit
been,
is still at 20.
and Savage has been making some really great plays. I'm looking at her board though, and it's kind of got like a little slope upwards to the right. And
No red.
and she had a little bit of a yellow staircase. She's managed to clean it up now, but she's in need of a lot of red and a lot of yellow to bring this board down. I don't think it's going to be enough for her, as Watchman now just down to needing 2 more yellows. There's one, and there's the other out at a 10-14. Wow.
Mr. Consistency, they had the 10 teens in the last round too, so nice back-to-back games to force a decider, folks.
Man.
Get hype.
Looks like Savage is not going to finish this one out, and we're going to go straight to game 5.
All right. Stretch out. She can't even top out. She's letting it go, and it was the
When the
RNG
RNG doesn't even let you top out.
Damn it, Dr. Mario. Get up, stretch, roll the neck, grab a beverage. This is for all of the championship points. Who we got, chat? What do we got? Who's going to win? Oh, Watchman's got a pee. So we're going to have to fill in some time here. Apparently, Watchman's had too much beverage consumption. We don't have the cam on, so we can only speculate.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we all know his beverage of choice.
We want to run a poll in the chat. Did we do that earlier before our match? We kind of forgot that this time around. Yeah.
Looks like Savage is also gonna take a moment to step away.
Okay.
You guys think that Watchma's gonna get a PB?
Oh Lord. Woo! I can't even come up with any puns that follow that up. I'm out. I'm done. I am excited for next weekend though in Waco, Texas. My first time visiting Texas. Gonna visit Austin. Gonna go to Waco. I'm gonna see Pac. I'm gonna see Vince. I'm gonna see Larva. I'm gonna see DM Hero. I'm gonna see
See me?
Ramsey. Are you going,
That'd be
John?
a good time.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, Floyd and Ramsey too.
Oh baby. Oh, we're gonna have a hell of a finals. Our top two are gonna be in our immunity pool in November. Looks like Savage is back and refreshed. We got the poll up to who will take the final game.
Packy's definitely farther from Waco than I am, Ultra.
This current poll, who will take it? We're not doing points, I guess. We're just doing a poll. Get your votes in. You're not gambling. All right. The countdown bot has started in 3, 2, 1. Pills. Away we go. Savage with my bounce. See, the bounce works. There it is. It's going to happen.
And we're off to the races for the final game of January 2023. A lot of double opportunities for Savage early, but a lack of reds.
How can we not have 1,000 followers yet? This has been amazing. Give us that follow. We want to give away a t-shirt soon. No yellows on the top line. Savage does clear that off. Watchma is spired on column 4. So when that does clear, unless he gets the double blue, there will be a little bit of drop time.
Savage taking a little bit of time to clear out garbage and on the left side of her board. She's kind of hamstrung a little bit, has to get rid of those. I almost called them orange again. Yellow fragments.
Interesting decision change for Savage because she tucked that double blue under the column. And she put it on top, it would have had the same effect, but maybe she changed her mind. Had something else.
Double red would be great to get a quick L clear. Looks
So
like she's just gonna take what the dot gives her.
Chat predicts Savage will take this with a 71% vote total.
Right now, Watchmo with a huge early lead, already up by 15 viruses.
Will he complete the reverse sweep? How many reverse sweeps have we had in the history of the finals?
I don't know if we had any. Oh no, John Nash got me one time.
Right.
I believe we had one in Frank versus Floyd.
So a lot of potential history being made here, no matter what the result is.
Savage is perfectly
Savage.
set up for this end game too.
She just needs reds everywhere.
Just a couple fragments away.
Ah, come on, game. There it is.
And of course, it's the double red.
Don't like Watchman's board right here. No place for yellow. Lots of spires.
Like that
Whereas
play by Savage going underneath.
Savage is one blue fragment away from taking care of the right side and getting out of danger. Behind by 10 early on.
And right now, if you're Savage, you're thinking about maybe exposing some red viruses so you can get some diversity back in your top line.
The lead is expanding ever so slightly. But I like Savage's bottom of her board better than Watchman's. Watchman's is way more spotty, so it'll take some creativity to get around all this without filling in gaps or misplacing pieces.
Really like what Savage did there, not waiting for the double blue and electing to use the, I think it was a blue yellow to drop down that combo. Because at this point, she still hasn't gotten the double blue, and it would have been a long wait for her if she had kept that. So a great execution of that by Savage.
I don't like the Spire and Watches board.
That does look problematic.
There's just no good play for this. Do the drill down.
Swallow the drop time and just move on.
And the lead is reduced down to 9. If Savage can get the pill sequence, she can.
Oh, this is a nice little quick sequence here too.
Yeah, this end game for
viruses off the
Savage.
board.
This end game for Savage is looking really good.
Maybe
8 to
eyeballing the
7.
horizontal on the bottom of her board right now. Yep, here it comes.
Look at this.
Nice.
But now she needs all red.
She needs all red, but she now has the lead.
And Watchma takes it right back. Just needing one more blue. He gets it out at a 5-10. Savage just needing 2 more reds.
There they are.
Out at a 5-14.
We're close here. She came all the way back. She was way behind after level 14. Gotta love the heart of Savage Octagon. And I would say something about the heart of Watchma, but he's a vampire. He has no heart, so.
Oh, jeez.
So sad.
Now a double red surge for Savage.
Gets out of it just in the nick of time. There was no place left to put red pieces. And chat is silent. Everybody's just like got their eyes glued to the action right now.
Another double red surge for Savage.
Watchma
It was
has
brief,
taken the
but
lead
it was
again.
still there. Savage probably getting tired of waiting for the pill she needs to complete her horizontal.
She needs all the blues right now.
Yep, I like that play.
Now Watchma is nothing but red on his top line. But has built that lead back up to 11 viruses.
Nice
A nice
cross.
hell yeah from Savage.
Savage has gotten within 7 viruses.
This is a decider. This is awesome. Come on, players. Let's do it.
I don't think that's where she meant to put that one, though. But right now, it's every bit. It's still close, and we're just about on the stretch run of this game 5.
And Savage with some indecision there. She's thinking about her end game. Watchman he's going to get out at a 728.
I think she's. I thought she might have been waiting for a red fragment so that she could set up a big cross, but she decided not to do that.
Oh, the moment, man. It's not over yet. Watchman can feel it, though. Look he's back to snappy mode. Dassing those pieces left and right at the top of the board. Oh, that double yellow is so helpful for
Yes.
Savage.
That is very fortunate.
That's going to save her match. If she could pull this out, that double yellow would be the key piece. If she had to build that up.
Nice horizontal clear to start this one off.
Beautiful. This is the last level, folks. This is the decider. Savage Octagon on the left. Watchma on the right. A 15 virus lead for Watchma right now. But Savage has a great board with full of double viruses that could potentially mean a quick clear here in the last level. Watchma has a tall column on column 1. That's not optimal, but that double yellow will help a bit.
Savage has a lot of blue in the middle of her board right now. It might become a problem if she doesn't get the pill she needs.
This double blue going to be really nice.
Let's cheer him on, chat. This is going to be a hell of a final.
Let's go.
Come on.
Savage really trying to close that gap right now. Nice little drop combo right there.
She's feeling it. Now her moves are getting snappier.
I like that move right there to set up the zero drop clear right there.
Yeah, there was no place for blue, so she made an artificial blue column and got it out without any drop time.
Watchma, meanwhile, just waiting on a ton of blues.
Yep, no reds available for Watchma. That could be the difference here as Savage is getting down to 20. Still a 10 virus difference.
Savage has a bunch of double clears lined up, but it might be too little too late because there's only 2 left. And this is going to be it from Watchma, ending in sub 10.
Wow, what a reverse sweep for Watchma. Is that a hot time, 9:55?
I'm checking that right now. That is,
yes, it is
tied for 16th.
That's how you win a championship. You put that hot time up at the last moment, and Savage is going to get these last 3 pieces, and she's going to be under 10:30. 10:21. That was probably her best time of this match, I believe. But congratulations, Watchma, with the reverse sweep, and GG Savage putting up the fight of her life to make this a great match.
Thank you for watching. This has been the Dr. Mario Championship January 2023 Speed Tournament.